It's a real family affair. New Zealander Shaun Quincey has become only the second person after his father to cross the Tasman in a rowboat. Colin Quincey did it 30 years ago, rowing from New Zealand to Australia. The younger Quincey went in the opposite direction, on what's considered to be the far more hazardous route. But the surf was so rough, as he approached land, he had to swim for it. Leave Casbin was in the far north of New Zealand when the 25-year-old made it ashore.
It was the moment he'd waited 54 days for. Shaun Quincey was on dry land at last.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rough beach to arrive on, but to be honest, I'm glad I actually hit the beach.
The rower landed at one of the most northerly parts of New Zealand. Its remoteness wasn't enough, though, to deter his many fans who'd been waiting since the early hours for his arrival.
Get on your mate!
His mother was among those there to meet him.
It's an extraordinary achievement, really extraordinary. I couldn't imagine doing it myself.
Earlier, it was a tired but determined Shaun Quincey rowing his last few kilometres.
I had no sleep last night, so had a good run in this morning.
Then, for the first time in more than 7 weeks, he saw land.
I'm very keen, can't wait at all.
His last few kilometres were dominated by strong currents and heavy seas. His dad, Colin Quincey, has tracked his son's every move over the web. He's the only other person to row the Tasman on his own, but he did it from New Zealand to Australia.
My motivation for doing my trip was a bit to do with encouraging young people to challenge and to dare to get out there. But I never thought that my son would be one of those young people.
Shaun Quincey's trip didn't quite go to plan. His original landing spot had been several hundred kilometres south, but the current dragged him so far to the north, he nearly missed New Zealand altogether.
Once he landed, it didn't take the New Zealander long to find his first meal after surviving on packaged food for more than 7 weeks.
That was the best sandwich I've had in my entire life.
The trip has taken its toll, though.
Yeah, I'm fine. I've just really sort of going to take me a few days to come to terms with the fact that I've been at sea for 54 days and yeah, I just think I just need to come to terms with that and relax.
Shaun Quincey is now taking that well-earned break. Leave Casbin, ABC News, in the far north of New Zealand.